the little safety video that I had posted on my channel earlier because it's important. So please do not shame, criticize, or tell me that I have to convert religions, because I'm not going to convert from my Christianity. That being said, I'm also in the USA. So please don't ask me to speak a different language than the languages that I already know, which are English and Spanish. And I am mixed. I am not Arabic. I am mixed myself with Spaniard and Filipino, Asian Pacific, but American born and raised. So if any of you audience are wondering, that's it. That's my mixture. No hate, no backlash. Keep it safe, keep it friendly. Now, let's get started. For any of you women, girls, even any of those who are of a different orientation who want to learn, this channel is a safe space. All of you are welcome. We are going to get started now. Now, my eyebrows and skin prep have already been done off camera because they take a while. And we are going to start with our base. So I'm going to be debuting my new foundation. It's new to me, but not super new. It launched earlier this summer. The Anastasia Impeccable Blurring Foundation. My shade is 1 Neutral. However, before we get that started, we are going to prep the skin and do our eyes. And by prep, I mean primer and all that. Okay. Our eyes are going to come first. So, where on earth did my eyeshadow brushes go? Okay, blending brush, crease brush, regular brush. Hi, everybody. So, for the sake of this tutorial, I lost my eyeshadow primer, so we're going to do concealer as an eyeshadow base, which also is acceptable and works really well. That's what I used to do back in the day. Hi, everyone. Hey, Jillian. What kind of stuff do you want to see? Happy birthday, Jan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jan. Happy birthday to you. Oh, FYI, I'm late August. So I won't be videoing that weekend. You're welcome. So I blended 2 concealers because I want my eyebrows to be snatched and open. Anyways, that being said, we're gonna get started. We're gonna take our crease brush. Yes, I start with my crease first because I have hooded eyes. I'm gonna mix 2 warm ones. A warm and a cool of a dark brown. Gonna stamp right where I just did. And the reason for the marking is so that I don't go overboard. And I can blend it where I need to. Later. Because my eyes are very small and almond-like, it helps to cut the crease a little higher. So that's what I do. Because it makes the crease look a little bigger and a little more natural. If you have any other questions for me, like what else I do when I'm not videoing, trying to get this channel into a business format, ask away. I'm an open book. Hi, Wendy. I'm a student. I take professional acting classes at a professional actors school for film and commercials. I go to First Take Acting. They have chapters in LA, San Francisco, and also South Bay. And some in the East Bay. I just forget where. Since I live in the South Bay of California. LOLs. I know. Yes, I'm having a good day. I've been to the London area once in my life in 2000. I haven't been back since. Yeah, we went with a tour group when I was in my early teens. I was 13. Me, my brothers, and my parents. Thank you. LOL, this is my eyeshadow primer by Too Faced, and I just found it. Whatever. We're just gonna roll with what we've got. Sometimes you can't find things and then you find them at the last minute. It's like, whatever. Just roll with what you can. We're gonna take this one by Charlotte Tilbury. FYI, this palette is a sophisticate. So if you want naturals, this palette is very easy to work with. And it's a very good palette, and I love it. It's one of my go-tos for natural eyeshadow. especially if you do not know yeah, that kind of stuff. If you're not very familiar with how to use eyeshadow palettes, but you have a quad, then they're very beginner friendly. Quad, trio palettes, anything with 5 colors, they're very beginner friendly. So like Dior type stuff, yeah. I'm gonna go back in and get a little more warmer and pop it in the center just to blend a little more warmth in because it's a little too cool right now. And then pop with a little bit of, where are you guys from besides Jan? I live in California, Wendy. But I wasn't born here. I'm a transplant and I grew up here and I live here still. Just a little bit because I went a little too overboard with the highlight. Okay. And then feather it out just a little bit. Give myself a little bit more of a feathered edge wing. Because one eye has it and the other one doesn't, so I'm just evening them out. But that's a hard one. I'm sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied today. So please bear with me. Okay. That being said, do not worry about this because it'll be easy to clean up once you have your concealer and contour. Yeah. Okay. We are going to warm up our base. Warming up the base helps it look more natural, and I usually underpaint so that it stays longer. The only thing I'm not going to underpaint is my concealer and my blush. Before that, we're going to prime the skin. You need to prime your already prepped skin. So I'm going to use the One Size primers. You can also get them in the UK, I think. And that's a little bit of the blur. And since I have combo skin, I make a trio. I use Oil Sucker, I use Secure the Blur, and I use Secure the Sweat because of the acting lights and also the humidity here. Yeah, sucks. So if you have humidity where you live, Secure the Sweat. If you have pores like me, Secure the Blur. Especially if you need Blur Tech because of the acne that you've got, like if you have acne like me and stuff like that. Also, humidity wise, yeah. I never go without Secure the Sweat because never know if it's just going to be because of the weather or because of my acting. So I use a trio because I never, just a little bit of both of all three. Actually, sorry, try again. And then blend on the palette or the back of your hand. If you do not have a palette, the back of your hand works. I always start where I need the most, and then I go outward, and I go where I need the least last. And for me, it's inside and then out, because that's how I break out. And or when I have those breakouts. I like to just score and then blend, press and blend when it's the top because it's easier for me to get my T-zone that way. But if you can get it the regular way without having to do that, then go for it. Oh yeah, I also had my hair done recently. So that's probably why it looks a little different. It's still blonde, it's just dimensional. See? Dimensional blonde. California, Wendy. What state do you live in? We're gonna let that sit for a little bit. I'm gonna take our multitasker sponge and just in those crevices press in because they are the most finicky for me. Okay. Now that that's all done, we are going to oh mother of fuck's sake. Contour and bronze and warm up the base from under. We're gonna take our cream contour. This is by Saie, okay? I use many different ones. If you're balling on a budget or trying to get things on a budget, you can get this off of Amazon. It's 25 bucks, but if you want a cheaper option, there's another really good one that I use sometimes. It's called SheGlam, and they do have very nice contour products / bronzers as well. So if you want to do all of that, then use SheGlam. Just find your own shades. Now, since I'm a fair warm, I go between this one and Salt depending on my mood because those are my shades. From this brand. But since I'm going for a little bit of a warmer but natural in this tutorial, now as we get older, our noses it a little bigger. And I like mine to look a little bit youthful like I used to have it. So I do a little thicker on the bulbs. And then I go in. This is the regular eyeshadow brush. It's dual-ended, but it's very good for nose contour. It's by Morphe. So, or you can find something similar on Amazon. I personally get a lot of my brushes from Sephora or Ulta. But yeah, I invest on good quality brushes so that whether they're cheap or not, then they're not going to break on you really fast. And then I take some on the back of my face contour brush. Now, since I like a little bit more of a sculpted, slim, like model look, then I do it this way. And I score with my cream contour because it's easier for me to find it that way. Yes, I have jowlage. I will admit on my channel that I am almost bordering 40. I have a couple more years before that, even though I don't look it. So, yes. Just because it's a little uneven. Never do that. Again, do not mean me. It's just for educational purposes only, so I'm going to allow it. Hi, John. Sorry, I'm not very talkative right now because I'm concentrating. My nose takes me a very long time, so I really, really concentrate. When I do it. So just so you know, guys, I'm not ignoring you. Full disclosure, I got into an accident last year and my nose has never been the same, has never been as straight or anything since. So I'm just a little more precise and stuff. With my nose. Okay, now that that's done, we are going to take our bronzer from one size. Oops, wrong brush. I'll clean that off later. Yeah. Take our bronzer brush, also from Sephora. It's a little cracky, but it's been with me a while, and this bronzer works really well. Hi, Hadile. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so please forgive me. I did the best I could. What's up, Hadile? Okay, now that that's done, we are going to take our palette, my new Anastasia foundation. Shake it up a little bit. Phew, it took me a while to get some on the, yeah. My foundation brush from Sephora, my glow spray, and then do our base. The warmer your base, the younger you'll look. Oh, shit. Go back. Fix this eye mess really quick. See? I'm digging it. The foundation full coverage, FYI. I am a full coverage girly. Always have been, always will be. But if you like more of a skin-like finish, you can use Pat McGrath. She's also very good. I mostly do full coverage, whether I use skin-like foundation or not. If that's the case, if I use more of a lighter foundation, then I use full coverage concealers that work really well with it. But yeah. But I'm doing super full coverage for this tutorial so that I don't need any correctors and such like I would need if I use other ones. Plus, the more full coverage, the less concealer you need. That's just a thing I learned from the past. Especially during my theater days. So yes, I am more than just a makeup girly. I am an ex-theater actress here in the States. I am, you know, happy birthday. I don't know what sub means. Where are you from? Hill? Oh, FYI, I tried my Bima toner / mist when I skin prepped off camera. It is really good. It adds a natural glow, which I love if you use it under foundation. So I prefer more of a matte, but I still like to have that glow. So if it comes off from a toner, then I'm set. Okay. Okay. So no lip products for a while because I just ordered some. And I will just debut them when I get them in from the mail. Last time I did lips, I think, but this time no, because yeah, I'm waiting for the ones that I actually wanted to debut. And I didn't get them last time, so. Happy birthday to all of you that have it today. Yeah. My birthday is actually Saturday of USA Labor Day weekend this year. So, another holiday birthday for me. I haven't had one since I was in my late 20s. Yeah, and it's back again, so yeah. Take a little bit of the Tarte on our palette, which you just saw. Take a little bit of the Too Faced, same palette, off camera. Since I just showed you. See? Both. Mister. Apply a couple of dots. Your eyeshadow brush, which is going to act as your concealer brush. And you're going to make a custom shade. You're going to do there. You're going to do there. And there. Then you're going to take you're going to do here. There. That's the only way I can find my cheekbones, FYI. So if I do that, please forgive me, but yeah, since I have a very, very sharp, uneven jaw due to night grinding when I was younger, yeah, that's why. Take a little bit left over and do my marionettes. Yes, I have those because I am getting up there. Okay. I know I don't look it, but I am getting up there. Slowly but surely. mist your spongy for a skin-like finish, which we're going for. Full coverage, but skin-like. Press, press, press is best. I just like to smooth and press because I can find things easier and it helps faster. Helps me work faster and helps me work easier if I do it that way. Misted. Mind you, I don't have many lines, but I do have smile lines. I'm getting to that age where my smile lines are being apparent. More and more. Concealer also this way a little bit helps fill in your loss of volume up towards your cheek. So that's why I do my concealer that way, because I am losing a little volume there. Everyone does when they get older. The older you get, the less you use. The less volume you have there. I'm probably not going to underpaint as much tomorrow when I do for my last day of acting classes, which is also a party class before my next session. But for this purpose of this video, to do natural, then yeah, this is the easiest way I know how to do natural. Okay. See how it's got that gradient and that niceness? Okay, you're gonna go back. If you want to, this is optional. I just like to because it warms up my eyes a little bit more. You don't have to though. Hi, Yuka. I hope I said that right. But yeah. So that's basically it. Then we're gonna take our blush from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the First Love. This you can get off her website or on Ulta.com, online only. And this is the blush I'm using tomorrow. So, and it's a blush highlighter, so I really don't have to work that much. Plus, it's also a very natural finish and a light pink and perfect for my skin tone. If you like pinks and natural blush, please, I cannot reiterate this enough, find a natural looking pink that matches your skin tone. And then we are done. We are just going to lock our face with setting powders. And since tomorrow I actually really want to be bright, we are blending 4 powders everywhere. Not kidding. Take Laura Mercier Light Pink Blur. One size pink. One size peach. Take the pinks, mix into the peach, LOLs. Translucent, which fits every skin tone because it's translucent. Take our powder concoction, powder brush by Sephora. And I like to bake, especially if I'm going to a party, I like to bake. Although you have the option to set it and not bake. It's totally personal preference at this point. Setting and baking, it's totally personal preference. I usually set, bake my eyes, and then, yeah, for an everyday. But for a party, I bake. And since this is a party and a class in one, I am baking. Let that sit for a little bit. See, it's glow, but it's matte at the same time. Hybrid. Party edition. Then, take a little bit of your already wet sponge. Just run it under. Certain spots. Give your blush a little bit of a glow lift, and you are done. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.